Gloucester, Massachusetts, America's oldest seaport, where generations of fishermen have gone down to the sea in ships.
There's a pride about this island of what we came from, what we stood for. There's certainly a pride about our blue-collar work and waterfront.
Three families of fishermen strive to survive in an industry marked for extinction. They battle unforgiving seas and increasingly stringent government regulations to support their families, feed the world, and uphold their proud legacies.
This is what our fathers have done. This is what our grandfathers have done. I want my son to do this.
Meet the Gigalonis, who are at the forefront of revitalizing and reinventing the Gloucester fishing industry.
The Gigaloni family has been in the fishing industry as fishermen for 3 or 4 generations.
Well, basically, we're a family business. It's just me, my brothers. My father kind of oversees it. He was docked here, and his business went for sale.
When Fisherman's Wharf came available, I just had no choice but to throw my hat in the ring.
Everybody's kind of getting out of the fishing industry. We're now hopping in. Fishing's been in our blood, but buying and selling, being a dealer, is really we're first generation just trying to make it succeed.
We know what we like when we come into a dock and how we want to be treated, so maybe we can do an offloading business.
We unload fish directly off of fishing boats.
Mostly day boats that we have, close to 25 day boats.
We cull through, we organize it, and we put it into weight classes, and then we ice it up and ship it off to Boston.
They all have very strong personalities. They feed off of one another. They're very spontaneous guys. You come through the cooler one day and they'll be in the middle of a Backstreet Boys dance or something. Never a dull moment, that's for sure. They're so passionate about fishing industry, it's unbelievable. They ultimately would be lost without it. They really would.
It's exciting. It gives you that energy that you want to be able to succeed because it is your brothers, it's your family.
I'm going to college. I'm going to be with my brothers as a partner and bring something to the table with an education.
I have a fiance, and you come home and you smell like fish. You stink, but tell her, hey, it's the smell of money.
Meet the Mortellaros, third-generation fishermen, lead the charge for modernization with their unrelenting commitment and 21st century strategies.
My father and my uncle were boat carpenters. They came from Sicily as boat builders.
We used to have a wharf and we used to unload all these boats. When I was 13, I was already telling 10 guys what to do and unloading boats with 60, 70,000 pounds of fish.
This is a family business. Me and my youngest brother run it. My brother has 2 kids working here.
They have me doing everything. I'm the worker monkey here.
My first car was a forklift. I want them to be involved with the business, but I want them to take it to another level. You have to evolve. You have to be a chameleon in this industry. That's why we stopped doing fish and we did lobsters, because of all the regulations that they threw down to the fishing boats. And we lost 3 million pounds of fish over the wharf in 1 year. But we didn't want to leave the industry. We just had to change. My brother is an animal on the phones, and I make it happen.
We average close to 5 million pounds a year. We ship many times to Japan, all over the world, majority in Italy, France, Spain. We ship also to Beijing, Taiwan, Singapore, and we do the whole country of the United States.
This is my crew, great bunch of guys. They work hard. They usually come in midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, pack everything out, air freight, and then we come in and then we start grading for the lobsters that we're going to use the following day.
We've lived 100 years down here.
Sicilians came in the 1900s. When they first got here, they said, put the guineas down the floor with the stink of the fish.
Everybody that we deal with is a family.
Family comes first, work comes second, and then everything else comes after that.
We all grew up in the industry together, and sometimes it can get a little heated because we're all friends too, you know what I mean? If you lived here all your life, you would know this is the most beautiful place in the whole world. There's nothing better.
3 families of San Filippo's, toughing it out in the awe-inspiring seas of George's Bank, espouse a never-say-die spirit. Fishing has been in their family for generations, dating back over 100 years to Sicily.
I asked my grandmother one time how long has the San Filippo's been fishing, and she told me since Jesus Christ walked the face of the earth.
I really enjoy fishing. I grew up in it. I miss it. Right now I want to be fishing. I'm Gus Sanfilippo. I'm the captain of the fishing vessel, Captain Dominic. I've been fishing since I was 16 years old. I had 5 brothers involved in this business I have now.
Gussie gives me orders, but I don't listen to him. I kind of ignore him and kind of do my own thing.
Most of the families is together. There's always dysfunction.
My wife takes care of the kids while I'm out fishing. She's used to it because her father used to do the same kind of fishing I did.
He watches Jersey Shore. If the situation was a fisherman, it'd be my dad.
He's cool. He's down to earth, but sometimes he'll wear like knee-high socks, and then he'll like sing songs that we listen to, and he doesn't know the right lyrics, like Kesha songs or Lady Gaga.
You know, I like my house full all the time with all my family.
If he's in with troubles or doing something and he knows boats are out there, his brain's going a mile a minute, like, oh my gosh, the boats are out there. Wonder if they're catching fish. What's the price? He's just always turning.
It's something in me, you know, just from growing up in it, and just like lures me back to the ocean all the time.
The hunt is not to kill the fish. The hunt is to feed American people the fish that we've been feeding them forever.
I want my son to do this, or I want this to be passed on and keep this family-oriented, because that's what Gloucester is all about.
You might say you want to leave, I can't wait to get out of this town, I can't wait to get out of this town, but then as you get older you say, this is where it's at.